Good morning, everyone. It is 7 in the morning. Today is the 5th of June, and we slept at Eagle's Rest last night. Nice little shelter. It was a little ways off trails, like 0.3, but it was a really nice place, and we weren't going to go all the way into Port Clinton, so that is where we stayed. This is what the woods are looking like this morning. Sun is shining. All the rainstorms seem to have passed, and that's okay by us. We are headed to Port Clinton today. I think Eagle's Nest is about 10 miles out, so today we have planned almost a 24-mile day, which is big for us. I always say for us because you always meet people out here that are like, I do 30 every day. You're like, oh. So when you meet someone like that, then you see that, you know, to some people, a little over 20 is not that big. So as you can tell by the path in front of me, the real bad rocks are not upon us as of yet. We've definitely gone through some rock fields. We've gone through some areas where you're like, wow, yeah, it's rocky. But now we've heard that on the other side of Port Clinton is where the rocks really begin. So, you know, the mindset I'm in right now is I'm just enjoying this terrain while we have it, because it's looking gorgeous, as you can see. A couple rocks, couple roots, but for the most part it's earth, dirt. It's wonderful. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, we're making our way through Pennsylvania, and it's been a tough state so far, and I know it's going to get tougher, but we're excited about New Jersey and New York and getting up into what I consider really the north. So anyway, yeah, 24 miles planned to Eckville Shelter, which is another shelter that has a shower, even though we probably won't take one. They're solar showers, so they're always freezing cold. I only would take one if I was really, really needing it. But I feel all right. Definitely dirty, but all right. And I think it sleeps quite a few. I've noticed as we got north, you know, we're not too worried about having space in the shelters. On rainy nights, they sometimes get a little packed. But for the most part, I guess, I don't know, we're still ahead of the bubble, or there isn't really a bubble anymore because enough people, like, and this is a little bit of a rant, as you can tell, but I feel like when people refer to the bubble, a lot of times they're referring to what happens in Georgia and North Carolina and Tennessee and maybe into Virginia, you know, but like the drop-off rates for the trail are so high that I don't feel like there's a bubble of people that just continues to move north, because a lot of people drop off, and a lot of people are fast, so they get ahead of the bubble. And we started in February, and we've been passed by plenty of people who started, you know, late March. So anyway, kind of a side rant there, but I feel like the numbers of people we're seeing, I don't feel like there's still a bubble. Anyway, random rant. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to walking. It's looking gorgeous out here. Play-by-play is just behind, which seems to be, for a while there was really a time when he wanted to walk out front. Now when you walk in front, you catch all the spider webs with your face. So I've been kind of out front lately. So he's a little ways behind. Oh yeah, so Port Clinton. We're pushing past it. but the trail goes right by town, and apparently there's a barber shop there where the dude will like let you drink coffee and hang out and charge your electronics. And right now my phone's about 20% and our power bank is dead and Play-by-Play's phone is dead. So our rough tentative plan is to go sit there, have some coffee, charge some electronics for maybe about an hour. We're hoping to not sit too long. We want to get our stuff a little bit charged, but at the same time keep pushing, because like I say, we're planning 24. So that is the plan. Sorry for the long rants, but the mind wanders out here. I'll check in with you guys.
Hey everybody.
We're still a couple miles out of Port Clinton, but that is what the trail looks like. Just rocks.
Rocks.
No way to walk flatly at all.
Not in the slightest.
Definitely slows the pace down.
Yep.
Hello again, everybody. So we went into Port Clinton, hit the barber shop. Gotta say thank you so much to the proprietor of the barber shop. What a cool place. He's hiker friendly. Free donuts, free cookies, free coffee. Sit in there as long as you want, charge all your electronics. I mean, the dude just gets it, you know? He gets that he's able to help people, even though, you know, his profession is cutting hair and not everybody coming through needs his service, his professional service, but he understands that he can still offer something to all the people passing through the town. So just thanks again to him. Really cool guy, and really cool shop. A bunch of like weird memorabilia on the walls and old toys and movies. You just really weird. Unlike, I'll say this, unlike any other barbershop I've ever been in. So Port Clinton as a town in general was pretty dead, not much going on, but we got all our electronics charged. Moral of the story, so I know earlier I said we're looking at a 24-mile day. Even though Port Clinton was a pretty dead town, we got sucked in pretty hard to the town vortex, which happens, you know, it kind of happens in almost any town, just because we're out in the woods for so long. When we have a chance for food, and there's sodas and there's snacks and there's, you know, temperature controlled rooms, and you know, just the whole thing is just nice. So we did get sucked in. We sat for longer than we wanted to. By the time everything was charged at the barbershop, the Port Clinton Hotel was open, which serves food and drinks, and you know, so we got sucked in for a few hours in town. Needless to say, the 24-mile day is not going to happen. It's going to be more like 16 to the Windsor Furnace Shelter. Tomorrow, we're just going to make up for it, I think, by trying to go big on tomorrow's day. So here's water to cross. There's a sign that says Windsor Furnace Shelter, that direction. So that's it. We just went shorter today, so we're going to go longer tomorrow. I've said it before, that's the really cool thing about the AT, is you can make plans and then break them if you need to and make new ones on the fly. Probably the most valuable lesson that I'm learning out here is that right there. So, still no rain, still pretty good terrain. It's rocky, but not the worst. So that's what we're doing, heading toward the Windsor Furnace Shelter, and we'll check in when we arrive. Guys, I don't know if you can see it, but that's, I think, a beaver. The camera's not going to really pick it up, but I think it's a beaver. Yeah. Yeah, so we made it up to Windsor Furnace Shelter. Let's head up on the hill, that's where we're staying tonight. And going big mileage tomorrow is the plan.